Well, first things first, I want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me and being a part of the Mimi Made It by Ladia family. And to all of my returning subscribers, thanks for coming back to see me again. And for any of the new viewers that are out there, if you love florals, whether they're fresh or faux, centerpieces, arrangements, wreaths, I am that girl for you. And what I want to show you is just this beautiful arrangement. Very simple, baby's breath and some white peony. Peonies actually came from my garden and they smell absolutely wonderful. I wish there was a way that I could put this scent out into the camera to you so that you can smell it, but certainly take my word for it. The fragrance is just amazing. And they're just simple, just white in a vase with water and just a little touch of bleach to help keep the bacteria down. So this is the inspiration, taking it directly from nature on the wreath that I'm gonna do for you today. The other thing that I wanna show you as part of this inspiration is a headstone saddle that I created. This is the headstone saddle that I created with white peonies. These are all faux. And I made this just today. I made it in preparation for an upcoming festival, the Indiana Peony Festival, that I am a vendor at again this year. Yay! It is going to be in Seminary Park in Noblesville, Indiana. And if you are in this area, please stop by my booth. I will be at booth number 209 this Saturday on May the 18th. Isn't this just gorgeous? Let me just bring it a little bit closer. Just very simple in color, just greenery and the white peonies. Once I finished this, I still had a few peonies left. I'm gonna use the rest of those peonies and I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna show you how I put a wreath together. You know, I'm gonna say quick and easy, maybe not so much this time, but it is still gonna turn out to be a beautiful wreath. And I want to show you how you can do it as well. Welcome back. So the first thing I'm going to do is certainly to protect my fingers. I'm going to be using hot glue for this one to make sure everything stays in place. And so I want to cover up as many of my fingers as possible because nothing like a quick hit of that hot glue to kind of bring you back to reality. My recommendation is to try to cover as many of your fingers as possible. I'm right-handed, so I'm using as many of them as I can on my right hand. I'm going to start with my greenery. This is some ficus leaves, and I did get these from Hobby Lobby. I try to use as much quality product as I can when I make my wreaths, especially when I'm selling them. Of course, I want to make sure that my customers, my clients, that they get the best quality that I can provide to them. So I've just glued the tip of that and stuck that in. And I'm just going to put that one piece there. Now I'm going to start at the bottom. A little glue in there and just sticking it, sliding it in. And that one's not going to stay. Okay. And I've got another piece that I'm going to put on the other end. I think I need to clip that just a little bit. Always make sure that I have all the tools that I need right in front of me. Just makes it easier. Don't have to stop what I'm doing, and I can finish things in a timely manner. Okay, so I've got the greenery that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to come in with the actual peony flowers. And these are faux, like I said before. You see the stem. And so the way that I like to put mine in, and again, just a little bit of glue and sliding it right in there. I've got one facing that way. And I always push all the greenery up to the top. I usually don't take any of the greenery off because it just adds another layer to the design when you have the greenery attached. And I'm going to take this one and kind of turn it in the opposite direction. And then the third one, I'm going to kind of put right down in there so it's almost kind of facing you. So that starts the design for the bottom, and now I'm going to go up to the top and kind of use the same thought process and floral placement. It makes it a lot more interesting when you do it that way. So I'm going to slide one right in there. And then the other one I'm going to have looking in the other direction. Now I'm going to start coming in with some other greenery that I have. And this greenery matches the headstone saddle that I did. I have some extra pieces from that. And so I'm using that for, oh, that one came off too. Just have to be really careful. Sometimes they fall off like you see them doing. And they're coming off on my left hand, so I can still work with my right hand, but I definitely want to be very, very careful. Okay, so I got that greenery up there, and I like to move my greenery around so that it looks like it's actually kind of growing within the flower arrangement. A little piece of glue right there. So I've got that one up there. So what I did at the top, I'm going to also do down here with a piece of greenery, dipping it in the glue, being very careful. Since one of my hands is unprotected, and I'm just going to slide it down in there and fan it out. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. So that kind of gives the start with some of the greenery and the flower placement in there. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add some of my filler flowers that I have. This long, it looks like Astromeria, and that's one of my favorite flowers that I like to use. This one has a few more pieces with it, and so I'm just going to slide that one in there. Have some on that side. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Sticking it in some glue. I'll lift it up and slide. And you just want to slide it in there versus just sticking it straight up and down. Of course, if you stick it straight up and down, it's just going to end up on the other side and not really give a lot of the hold that this needs with the glue. Plus, it'll be sticking out and just not looking too good. So I'm going to add a little piece up in here, slide it in. And I got a piece that I want to come over on this side with. Again, what I did on one side, kind of want to carry that same theme on the other side. And I'm going to add another piece up top. Right in there. And now I have a longer piece, a little bit different piece that I'm going to kind of let hang down on this side. A little glue. Carefully raise that up and just slide that right in there. And then again, I just kind of manipulate the greenery inside. So it just looks like it just belongs there. And then I've got a smaller piece that I'm going to place up here. And I'm going to put it slide it right in there. Then I've got some smaller pieces that I'm going to add here and there. Oh, that one came out. Can't use that one, but I do have some other pieces. And these are just extra pieces that I've had from a different project. Trying to just use up all of my small pieces, not wasting anything. And making a wreath like this with just a lot of leftover items is a great way to use up all of your product. Anything that I have that's kind of still lingering that I'm not using, I'll go ahead and get rid of it. That way I don't end up with a lot of little pieces around my home. I'm just going to put that one in there. And then I've got another piece that I'm going to put right in here. And just again, just sliding it right in there. And I got a little piece of ficus that didn't quite make it. A little glue, and I'm just going to slide it in there to help cover up some of that glue. Well, I think I could use this piece. I think I could just slide just a little piece right in there. And then I still have some of this longer piece. Got a piece going there, and I think I want to put a piece right up in there. So I'm going to slide that right in there. So this is what it looks like. I have 3 peonies at the bottom, 2 peonies at the top, and then I have the greenery in there to kind of build it up on the wreath. And then I've added some other small flowers in there with what I call some of my little flyaway items in there. I like to use these when I'm arranging floral arrangements, whether they're faux or whether they are fresh. I hope this gives you some inspiration. Please subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and come back for more videos that I'll have for you. I love florals, whether they're faux or whether they're fresh. And I like to show you how you can do fresh floral arrangements, wreaths like this, and other floral designs. Well, thank you so much for watching me today. And as always, whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed.